Welcome everybody to the ANZCRL Combined Racing League's first event for 2021, the Daytona 24 Hours. Daytona International Speedway is located in the beautiful Daytona Beach in Florida, the United States, and has opened its doors to the public in 1959. Daytona plays host to numerous events throughout the year, including the Daytona 500. Racing, it's got a rich history here, as racing started on the beaches of Daytona right back in 1903, right up until 1958. The 6.13 kilometre road course first hosted a 3-hour sports car race called the Daytona Continental in 1962. The race length then became 2,000 kilometres in 1964, and in 1966 was extended to a 24-hour endurance race known as the Rolex 24 at Daytona. I'm Commander Sirius 53, and I'm here with the 2020 outright winner, Dark Racing 40. Darky, it's so great to be back in 2021.
That is correct, Sirius. It's been a bit of a break we've had. We've had the Christmas off, and did some fun, some other games. But we are back to racing for 2021, and we start off with a bang with the Daytona 24-hour. So we got 10 cars this year. We would love a little bit more, but sometimes that happens. So 10 cars. I think it's 5 LMP 2s and 5 GTEs, so we're just looking at a good battle for today of our session 1 of the 4 sessions we'll be running today.
Yep, we're right now just starting qualifying. It's a couple of minutes into it. They're all on their first hot laps at the moment. Currently watching Highlander in the number 3 NVR racing team, and that car has topped almost all the sessions in the practice sessions we've had during the week.
That's it. It's been a very quick LMP2.
Sorry, I'm just sorting something out.
That's all right, I'm checking the audio too. Okay, cool. I'm good there. Yeah, so the Highlander has been extremely quick in this LMP2. Also, one of the fast cars in GT has been Jetto 13 in the Corvette, which I believe you were driving with him, Sirius.
Yep, we've come back. The band's got back together for Daytona after a really disappointing end to our Le Mans assault when we were leading. We topped all the practices and poled and qualifying, leading all the sessions, and got disconnected in the 3rd session. So we're here, we're back for redemption. We want to take the win.
That's it.
And make up for that lost race.
That's it. But also today we're going to be seeing the potential first of two cars going for wins here, but in different classes, to be the first time someone has won 2 classes. Highlander and his teammates in the LMP2, which they stepped up from the Ford GT last year, and myself and Gear 3 Gaming in the Porsche in GTE. So we've had a bit of a role reversal with the winners from last year switching classes to try and get the win in the 2nd class.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see how the 2 of you go and try and become double winners of this event.
That's it.
Pretty sure the only double winner we've had was Shads.
Yep, but that was
LMP2
class. Yep, he's won it twice.
LMP2 class, won it twice, and that number 51 car that the P51 Sim Sports team of Illogical Sports and Weary Night are driving. That particular car has been on the podium in every race we've had. Here at Daytona 24. So this is the 4th running of our event. That car's been in the top 2 3 times.
That's it. So
and won it twice.
It's a good omen for that car.
Yep.
Even though the paint scheme is horrible, I'm not a big fan of it.
But the new team running it this year. But yeah, that's still the same car.
Soto is still in pit lane. Oh no, he's rolling. So this is one of our iRacing boys who's come back for this event. You also had a crack at the Indianapolis 500 last year, which didn't quite work out for him. So he's in the LMP2 class trying to get that win. Whoa, that's twitchy.
This isn't working for me, Darky. I want chat only on my computer screen.
Don't worry about it. I've got the chat on my phone, so that's all good. So Highlander leads it right now. 14 minutes remaining with illogical.
Good time he's done.
That's it. Illogical sport. Let's bring up the track map to see where all the cars are around the track here.
Jetto's already popped in a 142.0 in the GTE class.
That's it. We know that Corvette can go a bit quicker.
Yes, he's hoping to break the... Well, he would have already broken the official lap record. That being a 142.3.
There we go. LMP2 versus GTE.
Into the Western Horseshoe. It's the K-Max car of Metal Drive.
That's it. There he goes down the inside. Slips. Does he send it? No, he chooses to hang back a bit.
Yeah, so as I was saying, the official fastest race lap was a 142.3 from Simo last year in the Ford GTLM. And so Jetto's beaten that already, but see if we can beat that in the race. And Highlander's time is about a tenth off what Sato did last year in the JSP2 Nissan. 134.318 he is chasing. So those are the lap records there, the class, at least in a racing sense. I think we are going to include qualifying from this year, or I'm not too sure.
I don't know, actually can't remember. Okay, Lloyd's here, he's got his mirror and his combs are all good.
See Metal Drive. Did he move up with that lap? Just missed it.
136, so he's 1.7 seconds behind the pace there. So he's Jetto. Didn't go any faster that lap. Probably got held up by Metal Drive. And Devils in as a second GT class. 134.5. Here for 133.8. He can go faster than that. Hudson in 144. J-Road B in the 144 and Sato's still in the 151.
His first lap.
No, this will be his second lap. This will be his second lap because he's probably invalidated it just there again.
Gears just jumped up a few places into second place in the
40.
GTE class.
Yeah, 42.5.
And Huds, did he go quicker? He's done a 44.3.
So we'll see what Sato does. He's 16 seconds up on his previous lap. Bang, 34.
To the top.
One lap, that's all he needs, one lap.
And he was saying beforehand that he wasn't sure and he's off. Yeah, a bit too quick. So there's a bit of a breaking news with this car actually. This morning we've had the co-driver Dark Lord 78 drop out after he's saying he's got some internet issues at the moment. He was scheduled to run the first two sessions. So Sato's jumped in the car. I don't know if we'll see him maybe tomorrow, but hopefully he can get back in and join us.
Oh, there you go, Jetto, 141.9.
That was a good lap from Jetto there. He's yeah, the start, we're both pretty much evenly matched.
That's it.
At the moment in our lap speed. It's not as fast as he has gone before. He did a 9 dead the other day.
Yeah, he's not that far off it. Oh. Let's have a look at boys at the back here. His Huds.
Yep.
Coming to the
He
line.
crosses the line again, but doesn't go any faster, so
No.
Huds can do.
2 tenths
Finds
quicker.
2 tenths. I hope that car can get into the 42s.
Should be able to do that. The car is very capable of doing a very quick time around here. He's
It is
Devil.
actually the car holds the lap record at the moment.
He's Devil.
Devil X. What a young talent coming through the ranks. He's gone a half a tenth quicker just then.
Yeah.
But started off at Bathurst 1000. He has some pace, just wasn't that consistent, but he's been improving his skills in the last few months. And he's having a crack at the next big event we're hosting, the endurance race, and he set some pretty quick lap times, so it would be one to keep an eye on in that Porsche racing 9:11.
Oh, that might be a slowdown there for J-Rod.
He's up though on his time, but
Like, it seemed very low in the
back
RPMs.
off. He backed off. He just backed off. He
yeah.
lifted.
So that was going to be a slowdown. Here's gear coming to the Porsche, to the bus stop. Sorry. Oh, crunched the wall, and he was up in his time too.
He's up.
But he's
oh my goodness, Jetto,
141.6. He's absolutely flying right now.
That Corvette is on rails. We've done a lot of laps in that Corvette. The whole Le Mans special event last year. We also teamed up for the Global GTE Championship last year as well. And now we're heading to Daytona in that car. So we've got a lot of mileage under our belts, and we know the ins and we'd like to think we know the ins and outs of it pretty well.
That's it. You know, I also ran that Corvette in that GTE Global Championship Series, which I did struggle with it at the start.
Did pretty well.
Yeah, I struggled a lot with it in the first couple of races. It was really about the third race I started to get my head around and get a bit more. But the racing really need to do the quickest. I wasn't doing that well, so he's metal drive in 5th right now, 136.1. Oh, someone just... Devil's just jumped up now.
That'd be Devil X jumped up to 2nd in GTE.
That's it, 142.4.
Huds has gotten to the 43s as well. He's found another half a second.
That's it, he's getting more time.
This is coming out of the pits now.
Here comes Illogical. Comes to the line. Let's see if he can go any faster. No.
Oh, so close.
I'm about to sneeze.
It's quite a gap between 2nd and 3rd there, about 9/10 of a second. He's got to find to jump up a spot, but it's not really about qualifying this race.
No.
Honestly, with 5 cars in your class, it's not about qualifying at all. It all comes down to buying yourself a ticket for that session 4.
I think Jetto's decided I don't need to do any more. He's parked it. Well, look at it. He's in pit lane now. I know he's rolling out again.
He's going I know Jetto. He can go faster. He'll never give up.
He's Highlander. Oh, I was going to say Highlander was so close, but then Sato's just pumped out at 133.7.
Oh my goodness.
The man who said he was struggling has decided to pull his finger out and has just gone, oh, I'm going to go fast now.
I quote,
well, you are right, Lockie.
Race, I've never gone that fast before. And he's just thrown it out.
Nope, someone just returned to pit lane. There's Metal Drive. I wonder who's...
That was Metal Drive?
I wonder who's at the bus stop. Nope. Nope. Alright.
It's coming into it.
No, it's B right. Who's right behind him? I can't see. Oh, it's Devil.
It's a Porsche.
It's Devil.
Yep, Devil. He's got the white banner. The 92 car has the white banner and white
we could see a jump up in speedy from Devil. He's been able to get a good drive.
He's got a good toe here.
No.
I don't think he improved.
No.
But it'll be interesting to see. Those Porsches will need to work together if they have a hope to pass and keep that Corvette behind. It's a bit of strategy in the early days is a good way to start the race off. It's easy to get caught up in a good battle in the first session, but yeah, just I don't know, just running your own race, stick to the lap times is the quickest way. You start fighting for positions a little bit more. Session 3, session 4.
That's it. It's all about buying a ticket to the last session. That's all we need to see. So Devil's down his lap time for this session, for this one. Let's have a look at Highlander where he is. He's on the in the infield.
He'll be sweating. That time that the 4F, what's the team name? F4H Motorsport team has put in. It's come out of nowhere.
Well, Highlander's up on his time, so we'll see if he can carry it through. A few people return to pit lane. Devil's in pit lane right now. Woody's in pit lane.
They're getting ready to do one more run with 4.5 minutes to go in qualifying.
Maybe.
They could have parked it, but there's still time to do another 2 or 3 laps.
There's one car going through pit lane right now, so one car's going to pop out. Let's see what Highlander can do now. Oh, that's a sort of lift in midway through the thing. Let's see if he's up. Oh, he's up in his time.
He's up 2/10. I was going to say, we had seen a 34 flat from Weary Knight in the 51 car, and also Highlander in the number 3 NVR racing team in the practice.
There's a whole gaggle of cars in the infield right now. Look at the white dots.
Yeah, at the International Horseshoe. There's 4 cars by the looks of it.
Oh, I've got a feeling I know who that is, yeah, but let's see what line does. 0.3 seconds, gets a bit closer.
Close to the 33s.
So we've got Metal
Bit
Drive.
of a prediction before. Yeah, Metal Drive.
And who's behind him? Let's wait and see. There's a Ford and there's Illogical.
Logical
and there's Woody in the background. About to sneeze again, isn't it? Ugh.
Huds has just returned to the pits.
Sato's decided to join the chat. Sato, get back on the track. So there's a logical heading towards the...
Sorry, wrong car. That was not Huds. That was
well,
J-Rod B.
Huds is in pit
in the background there. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I just realised. Done a bit of a
gaff. No, he's slow on this lap. It's not gonna help him.
Did a bit of a
Let's have a look at gear where he's at. He's down at turn 1 now.
Is he just getting ready for a lap, is he? Or is he just, I don't know, it didn't look too flash hot coming into there.
That's alright, well, sometimes you'll be surprised. Turn 1 here at Daytona is a lot trickier than people actually think, because you're coming off the banking, which creates an upset of the car, into a double apex. You know, and you come from high speed, so it's not an easy corner. You guys, but it's really like, you know. And then you want to get on the power, you can. It actually tightens up at the exit, and then you move straight away into it, and he's 2/10 off. Nope, and then round he goes.
Oh, he's spun out to the infield as he was just coming back onto the banking. As you can see, his little arrows on another flick spin around.
That's it.
So you can assume Sato, Devil X at Ill, and Huds have called it for qualifying.
Yep, that's it.
That's enough for them.
There they are.
So who have we got coming around the last corner now? Let's head into the tri-oval.
Let's have a guess. I reckon that car. Nope. 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 Nope.
It's a GT car.
I'll be Jetto.
It was Jetto. Hasn't improved on his lap time yet. So and then, yeah, who's next?
He sends it wide.
Sends it?
I think it was J-Rod. No.
No.
Just, here we go.
So we got a Porsche. It's the 91 Porsche.
Yeah.
Yep. He's not on a lap, so then we got Metal Drive coming across the line. Can't improve, 3/10 down. Logical gains at 10th. He's found a 34.6 that I've missed. So he's well into the 34s now.
So we'll see how geared is with the LMP2 car coming behind him.
They're all going to have a hindered lap this lap by the looks of it.
No, I think gear's just
all 3 of them.
Well, the LMP2 car's but gear should be fine. Highlander's just gone fastest.
Highlander's just gone to the top. He's found it. Unbelievable. We thought we'd have maybe one car into the 33s and it'd be a 33.9, but here we are, a 33.5 and a 33.7. Unbelievable.
Oh, gears up.
Metal Drive's pulled out of this one. That's it for him. 5th place, unfortunately. So
gear can actually use the draft of the LMP2 car to his advantage here. The LMP2 car needs to come past you as quick as he can. And then also give a bonus to Illogical too.
I'm finding that there's a much bigger aero wash behind the prototype cars going into this corner here, the bus stop chicane, compared to being behind a GT car. It's not as bad. You see, he missed the first apex and then gone a bit too deep. Yep, he's gone. Oh, he's pulled it up.
He's up.
And he's up. So we see Logical Sports is on around. He would have had a tow. There's only 3 cars left on the track now.
So let's watch Logical come to the line. Oh, he's going to do a pit stop run.
He's going to pit. So what's Gear going to do? Is he going to jump up to 2nd?
And he does.
He does. 42.4. Narrowly misses it. And now we've got the last car, J-Rod B, just coming around the final corner. In that Notch Motorsport Ford GT LM that he's sharing with Lolux 53. And that's that, everyone. Qualifying for the 2021 Daytona 24-hour. Highlander takes pole position in that number 3 car, 1.5 tenths clear of Sato. Third place, Illogical Sports in the number 51, P51 Sim Sports car, followed by Woody Lizard, the only Honda engine in this field of
Nissans.
Ligier prototypes. Yeah, the rest are all in Nissans. They've gone quick as he could do, 36 flat. And Metal Drive 05 rounds out the LMP field in the number 11 K-Max Motorsport car, 36.1.
And that's it for GT. We've got Jetto's get on pole for with Corvette. He game behind him in the Porsche, and the second Porsche right behind him in Devil. And then with the first of the Fords in 9th with J-Rod B. And running out the top 10 here is Huds, and also in the Ford. So the gaps aren't too big for the GT cars. They're pretty close.
They are pretty close in this field, and the thing with the GT cars compared to the prototypes, I feel like there's a bigger advantage. A smaller advantage in the qualifying pace. I feel like they could be doing these lap times in the race, whereas I don't know about those 33s in the race. Might be a bit too out of reach.
Maybe. Draft, if you can get the draft in the right spot, you could potentially do it.
That's true. If you follow, the same car around the whole race.
But you can't be too close to them because you lose the aero. So you have to have maximum aero in certain places, and other places to get a draft.
So having won this race before, as well as a lot of other endurance and special events in our ANZ Combined Racing League series, what's one key factor that decides between a race win and second or third place?
Incidents.
What have you...
Avoiding incidents, avoiding losing time. You can be a bit slow on the track, but spins, having to come to pit lane, get involved in other people's accidents, that will absolutely destroy your race. Like if you have to do an extra stop, or you get a bit of aero damage and lose a bit of pace, that will absolutely wreck your race here. Especially for
playing it safe's the way to go.
Playing it safe and just doing your own race, ignore the other people is the key. Just run your laps, hit your marks, try not to get the slowdown penalties. Ignore the slowdown. If you get one, ignore it, because this track is too brutal to back off to try and lose it, because you're going to lose even more time, and then you still might get the slowdown penalty. So if you cop a slowdown penalty, just ignore it and just keep pressing on. But hopefully, you can rectify yourself and not get too many of them. So.
Yeah, it's some good advice there from Darky. Run your own race, ignore the other cars, and play it safe.
And also, when past with the LMP2 cars, you've got to play it safe when you're passing the GT cars. You just can't send it. If you're not close enough, sometimes it is better to back it off, get around the next corner, and the next corner, then go past them. There's no point trying to rush past them, because that's when you're going to have crashes.
I feel like we might see a few incidents with the lap traffic in the different classes. The difference between this event and Le Mans is that Le Mans was 3 times longer.
Yeah.
Track. And then you've got 10. We had 10 cars in that field last year as well, and it was quite empty a lot of the time.
Yeah, you're just doing laps.
Most of the time it was just a straight and then just pass you. But here it's much busier. You're seeing cars more often, and it's a bit slower, like the corner wise. Yeah, you got those bankings and the straight, but they lead into some pretty crazy corners.
That's it. Yeah, so the LMP2 cars should at least lap the GT cars a minimum about 3 times. So the GT cars will see all these LMP cars here that we're waiting for the race start at least 3 times. So they'll get lapped once. You'll see them when they pit, because they'll come past them when they pit, and then you'll see them again after that. So here we go.
I'm excited, mate.
That's it.
I've been looking forward to this race for 1 year. I had a go-kart race that I raced in real life that same weekend this was on, so I didn't get to race it, unfortunately. Not that I would have done any good anyway. I was on controller back then.
So let's have a look at the track map here. So you can look at the Daytona, English me no speaking.
The Daytona road course.
That's it. So you can see them all coming through here.
Turn 1.
Into the infield.
I wouldn't really call those two they're in now corners.
No, it's just a chicane.
Yep, but we come into this one. It's called the International Horseshoe,
That's
the
it.
first right-hander.
If you think about it, there's only 3 real right-handers on this track. There's only 3
And they're
times.
they're all very important.
Yeah, and they're all different too. That right-hander
Yep.
at that hairpin is different to the next one that we're coming up to. And the last
Yep.
right-hander is coming out of the bus stop, which is extremely important.
Yep. So I think
that-
this one's known as the kink,
Yep.
or that could be on the way into turn 1.
That-
I'm not too sure,
that
but
will
I'm
be
pretty sure
a-
that's the kink.
That will be a dangerous area if you catch a GTE car there.
Mm.
Because if you're not close enough and make the move, or you try and shove it, you're going to go off.
Yep. Into the Western Horseshoe. I love this corner.
That is also quite tricky too. It's not as
Yeah,
simple as you
it is.
think.
It looks simple on a piece of paper, but it is not.
Yeah.
There's no one way to go around that corner. And as
And
we
now-
head onto the left-hander, onto the banking, and you
That's
let
it.
it loose.
So we'll run down to the field here. Here's Sato.
You might see a bit of
Illogical.
a few close calls there. So
Woody.
some of the GTE cars like to run up high on the exit. If you've got an LMP car, it might look like you're inviting them down the inside line, but
There's
just got to be aware out there. Really,
safest
just got to
option-
use your mirrors, use your relative times, see who's coming.
Yeah.
Speak on the chat if you need to.
Yeah, the safest option for the LMP2 cars there is to go high.
That's exactly right.
Is to just keep it high and just run around them.
The
Now we go
GT cars stay on the racing line, and the prototypes should find a way around you.
It feels like Highlanders really slowed them up.
They'll be all trying to save fuel. They'll all be coasting, trying to save every 0.1 of a litre as they can, as it's all very crucial. We've got different rule change this year.
Saving as much. Yeah, we got. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do. We should talk about. We do have a different fuel formulation this year. Where in previous years, the way we have to run our sessions is we have 4 sessions, and at the end of the session, you start the next session, you just fill your tank and go again. This year, with 2 minutes remaining, we will record the fuel numbers, and at the next session, that's what the cars need to start with. So now you need to work long distance for your fuel run. So you want to see some LMP2 cars here, make a different strategy. They might want to go, I'm going to pit really early, so then, in the final session, I pit early, and then I just go. So here we go, we're going to get ready for a start. The G2.
Yep, it's very exciting this year. Adds another element to the race, and another strategy to keep the drivers always thinking as we see them form up now as they head into the tri-oval, where it's almost time for the green flag.
Okay, or
I'm on the-
Jetto's backed him up a bit. So GT's, and there goes Highlander. He is
We go
just,
green, Highlanders
he's backed
bolted.
everyone right up. Here we go.
And we got a lot of Porsche going to look around the outside of that's Gear 3 Gaming of Jetto as well going into turn 1. 'Cause they're all single file on the way in LMP.
Here's Jetto.
He's managed to close the door.
That's it.
Gear's right on the back of him. Gonna
Nice.
watch Devil X right behind Gear as well, the teammates. So all the LMP cars file through nicely.
Oh, Highlander's got Sato
Sato's-
right on his backside.
So you're gonna have a look down into the Western Horseshoe.
No, not close enough. The smart
Knocks
decision
the
be-
cones, locks the brake up on the
Yeah,
way in.
that's another key factor to this race is don't hit those cones. Those cones do damage to your car.
They do.
So here we go. Let's see if Sato can use the draft effect. He's trying to get a good run onto the banking. Highlander keeps it
Meanwhile-
high. There we go, onto the banking for the first time.
Looks like Gear 3 Gaming still managed to stay on the back of that Corvette
That's
as they
it.
head onto the straights.
Let's see how they handle the bus stop for the first time. Oh, Highlander touches the dirt there.
Oh, yep.
Let's see if-
3 cars within 1 second at the moment.
That's it. Let's watch the GTs as they come to the bus stop. Corvette gets a good run. The gear's sticking
Does
right on
too.
his backside.
It looks
Where's
like the
Devil?
Ford is... Oh no, this must be a timing error. Yeah, the timing says the Ford would be right on the backside of Devil, but it's not.
That's all right. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a good run on the Corvette here. It's one of the Corvette's strengths is its top speed, but I must say these Porsches are very quick in the straight line here this weekend. Oh, and Jetto's run wide. It's given the door open for Gear 3 Gaming. Is he going to go through?
Yeah,
oh,
but that's
just cleared him again.
That's not an area to try and pass someone. That's brought Devil back into this.
Yep, it's gonna. Oh, he's run wide again. Those Porsches are quite nimble. Oh.
But once again, this is coming to another area where you can't pass either. He's just like making mistakes, but the next area is not a passing opportunity.
Metal Drive's gotten Woody Lizard for 4th as well, by the way, but Devil has a look, but he thinks better of it. The top 4 in the GTEs are right there. Hud's is just back another 1.5 seconds.
That's it,
watching this all unfold.
That's it. Oh, you see the different lines so they'll take. Everyone was a little bit wider than the last car. Let's have a look at the front here. Here comes Highlander into the bus stop. 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
Logical's got a good run on. Oh, he's running a bit tight there.
That's probably going to give him a slowdown penalty.
Oh, but no, because Satos looks like he's just about to pick one up. But this is, look at the times. Highlander's just pulled out. He's got 1.5 seconds on him just from that one corner.
That's it. Simple mistakes.
Logical looks to go around the outside now. The P51 Sim Sports Nissan over the F4H Motorsport Ligier.
That's not really going to help him here, but he's got to be careful on the brakes. He'll pick up a mountain of speed coming into turn 1 here.
That's it. Some safe hands in these cars. Meanwhile, 3/10 the difference between the front GTE cars.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, and there's a go. The Porsches are side by side into turn 1. Devil looks around the outside. Oh! Gear is having none of that, but like I said earlier, they need to be working together. Once that Corvette gets away, I don't think they'll be able to catch it.
But if they're able to stay in the draft of the Corvette, that will drag them up there, so...
That's it. Meanwhile, J-Rud B, he's waiting to pounce here.
If anyone makes a mistake, J-Rud will pounce here.
He'll get in there easily. He's right in this battle. The 4 cars separated by 2 seconds.
There's J-Rud.
Hud's just in the background. He's ready to go.
So these guys here, all 3 of these guys are pretty much in close proximity of each other. So the 2 Porsches will be, so Jetto will be out front getting draft, and Gear will be getting a draft off here. They'll be getting a draft off the Porsche, and Rudd will be getting a draft off everyone here. So the speeds are going to be absolutely insane. So these guys need to be a bit cautious coming into these fast corners.
That's it. Oh, the 2 Porsche missed the second apex there on the way out of the bus stop, but shouldn't hinder them too much.
Logical's dropped a bit of time here.
He has dropped. He's on a 37 compared to the 35s of the other boys. Meanwhile, there's this nice little battle.
One of them might have got a time penalty there for that.
Yeah, maybe, but we would see his number in red if he had a penalty.
That's it.
There's Metal Drive and Woody battling for 4th. Oh yeah, Metal already got that off Woody before. The lone Honda out there.
That's it.
I think everyone wants to see that car do well. These races are dominated by the Nissan. It's just got superior horsepower and fuel economy somehow.
And these GT cars are sticking along on the stern here.
That's what I love about. I'm going to be sad to see this class go next year, like in
real
life. Yeah.
That's it.
I love watching them in these races. They stay together almost the entire race.
Gear really close up there on Jetto. I wonder if Jetto's just playing to a strategy now. He's just like, I don't need to be super fast, just keep the car running. The only problem is
pretty much all in.
But Jetto's dragging everyone around the track right now, so he's the leader and he's centre base and he's dragging everyone around. Lap times in the 43.7, 43.8, 43.9, 44, so...
Pretty much right spot on there.
That's it. So I'm expecting to see some faster time from these guys, probably a bit later in the session.
I wonder if they've all started on full tanks. We were talking about strategies before. I think it'll be more so, because these cars can almost do an hour.
That's it.
The LMP2s
will not.
45 minutes, so there's going to be a bit more there. Yeah. But do you reckon maybe one of these guys might have gambled a little bit? Maybe start the car a little less fuel, try and
Oh,
if they're going to pit anyway.
Devil had a bad run out of the bus stop there. He's dropped him out on
He
time.
did, but Gear's got a bit of a toe along this Corvette now.
That's it. I don't know. It really comes down to what the strategy, whatever the strategy you commit to, you have to commit to it. That's it. It's not one of those things you can sort of really. You might be able to change it halfway in session 3, but yeah, you kind of have to commit to that setup now for this session and run with it and see where where it rolls out.
The fast times are starting to roll in, boys. We've got a 34.8 from Sato at the front, and in the GT class, the front two are in the 42s already.
And it's dragging Devil back
So
up
Sato
on the again,
Sato's half a second off the lap record, while Gear 3 Gaming was only 3/10. And we're only in session 1, and the pace will be expected to get even faster as the weekend goes on.
I reckon session 4, that's when we're going to see the blistering quick times. I reckon that is when we're going to see the really quick times.
That's it. Everyone will be pushing their damn hardest to get back into this race. Well, even session 3, I reckon the back mark, the guys a little bit further back will get a bit more desperate, push a bit harder to get themselves into a position.
That's it. So these two are still going at it, and Logical's dropped a mountain on 4 seconds, but that's not a lot.
Done another 35 this lap, but, yeah, but it's not as quick as the other two.
No, but these two again draft affected. But it's not the worst thing in the grand scheme of things, because we do have a time compression formula. So at the end of the session, it will drag everyone close.
And he's got 8 seconds back to 4th, so he really just has to focus on ahead now.
So you can see the track map now. The LMP2 cars and the infield and the GT cars are coming to the drive right now. So that's the gap right now.
Gear is right on him. They've dropped J-Rod B a little bit. As you can see, he was in the 44s last lap. Oh, Gear right on the backside.
Yeah, these three are just...
This is a fantastic race.
Yeah, the smart thing for these two Porsches would be just sit behind the Corvette and just have him drag him around. Oh, Gear goes a bit deep there.
But an advantage the Porsches have over the Corvette is that there are 2 of them. They can work together in trying to defeat this
lone Corvette.
Powerful American machine. Yeah, he's on his own out there.
Yes, welcome to World War II. It's back again. Germany versus America.
Yep, we've got 2 Fords just down the road as well.
Yep.
One they can play into it. As you can see, J-Rod B's dropped off a little bit on that last lap.
There's Huds.
Huds
A little bit back.
running to a strategy.
That's it.
He said before safety.
Sato's dropped a mountain time. He's 2 seconds behind. He's had a terrible lap.
36.8 last lap.
Yeah, so he's lost a bit of time there. Maybe a bit too
Highlander
close.
has done low 35s every lap so far since the fast lap started
so
coming in.
So that car is super consistent. So that's what you want. You want a car that is super consistent. So Sato's not really... You can see him, so that's a good thing. If you can keep him in your field of vision, not too bad. So when we expect to see the first overtake from these cars, we should see it about... What are we?
Overtake or pit stop?
No, overtake from the LP cars to the GTs. Maybe about another...
15 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, I was about to say 5 laps. That might be 15 minutes, actually.
Yeah. 10 minutes or so. They're already halfway across... Yeah, about 10. They're already halfway through the track. See 47 seconds down on a 1 minute 35 lap. Yep.
So let's listen to some VTEC Yo.
This Honda sounds amazing. This is my favourite sounding car out there at the moment.
Oh, Devil's made the pass on Gear.
He has too. Oh, and he's right up the back of the Corvette as well.
That's alright.
42.8 for him on the last lap.
So I wonder if Devil will get past.
You can only hear that Corvette engine when you're on board with the Porsche.
Yeah. Meaty V8.
Commodore engine.
That's it. So let's go back to Woody.
To see what 80Ks versus a 300 looks like.
Let's look at the speedo. Let's bring it up.
He's got a good run on.
He's going to go down.
Driver's going to have a look down the inside.
You should see 320. Oh no, his car's...
That's actually a really good...
Didn't quite reach 320 down the inside of metal.
Oh, he runs a bit deep.
That's alright, but he has a line for the exit now. So Woody's moved back up now into 4th.
gear is closer to him than he is to Jetto.
That's alright. They're all just getting dragged around.
That Ford's lost a bit of pace since losing the back of this train.
Oh yeah, he's had.
He's done a couple of 44s in a row.
Yeah, so he's lost. Look at that. Oh, here we go. He's definitely gonna get it.
Too far back. Oh no! Man, it's easy for these Porsches to lose. For all the cars to lose control on the way into turn one.
That's it.
It's an awesome corner, but it is so dangerous at the same time.
As the first.
Sato's dropped back down to third. Illogical Sports into second place. There's no damage on it, as we can see.
I wonder if he's just
made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just had a spin. We'll see what his lap time is. I wouldn't be surprised that if he had a spin coming. Oh, is this a pit stop strategy?
He's going to pit.
He's pitting.
He might have damage.
But this also could be part of his strategy too, because if you look at the pit stop window now.
Well, how much fuel did he have in it?
Yeah, he's full. Yeah, but if you look at the window now,
okay.
In theory, he can. He's super close to make. He's super close. He might have some damage.
To make it to 3 minutes to go, he'd be right on the money there, I think. But he's going to come out behind the GT field, I reckon.
No, they're just coming out of the butt stop.
Oh, no, they won't. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
No, he will stay.
Oh, that's actually a really well-timed pit stop. Because he'll have a clear track now until the back of Metal Drive.
He's going to be close on fuel, I reckon, to make it to the end. So I think the Nissan can make 45 minutes comfortably. So potentially what we're going to see is Sato is going to run the car till the end of this session and run out of fuel.
And pit right.
No,
pit right before.
No, I wouldn't pit right then. I'd just run it to the end now. So either he got damage.
Why?
See, there's a Corvette.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's his.
Because then you'd be pitting straight away into session 2.
Yeah, but then he might only need to do one more pit stop in session 2. Who knows?
We'll see how it plays out.
That's it. So we'll see if he pits at the end of the session. So Sato's now
Highlander leads.
That's it.
Yep. Highlander leads from 6 seconds over Illogical Sports. Woody third, 18 seconds off the lead. Metal Drive's a second and a half behind him, and Sato after one pit stop, 58 seconds back.
So here's our first car. So there's Highlander. So Highlander's not going to be too far away from catching the GT class, which will be Huds, which he should be able to see him actually.
Yep.
Should be able to see him in a minute. I can hear him. I can't see him yet. Yeah, so I think Huds is on the banking now. Big locker from Highlander. Let's do a lap of Daytona on board with the race leader right now.
In typical Daytona 24 fashion, go on board with the leading outright car.
That's it. Ignore everything else.
That's exactly right. Oh, look at those lap times from the front two last lap. 35.86 and then 35.881. Almost identical.
That's it.
As Jetto still leads Devil, Gear, J-Rud, B and Huds in the GT class.
And those guys are super close to each other.
Don't know if it's a timing issue, but I don't know if J-Ruddy's caught back up to them or what. I don't think so. They're all in the 43s last lap.
That's a time issue because if you look at his time to Gear, he's actually closer than Gear.
Huds has picked up a penalty just then.
That's it. So that'll be a 2-second penalty down to turn 1 here. Highlander's keeping a very close at inside line. See, there's the Porsches and the Corvette.
Yeah,
and there's the
Ford there.
There he is. Oh, there he is. There's the green Ford on the right hand side.
And there's Huds.
So Highlander will see him in the next 2 laps, I'd say. Is it a safe bet?
I think because it's a 7-second difference, or 8. Yeah, at the end of this lap, I think you'll catch him. But as we see, Gear 3 Gaming having a look at his teammate again.
That's it.
Devil XL.
The Corvette's just pulled a bit of a gap now, so might just about break the toe.
Doesn't take much for him to catch back up at this track though. Missed the apex by a little bit coming onto this straight. Gained a lot of time. He's deep on the brakes.
Devil very slow into the corners.
Both of these drivers are two of our youngest in the field.
It is the youngest versus the ex-youngest.
Yeah. There's a new young kid in town. Devil comes from go-karting experience, whereas I don't think he has any
real
racing experience.
No.
But they're both doing a great job at the moment. And Devil runs wide.
And Gear moves up on the inside and puts him back in the second.
Yep. You can see J-Rod starting to close back in.
That's it. These two are battling and holding each other up as Gear locks it right up.
They just need to work together. It's only session 1.
That's it.
We still have 5 hours and 40.
I think Highlander's has started to lap. Yes, he has. He has lapped Huds now.
Yep.
So
5 hours 40 to go.
The lapping has started now. So pretty much 20 minutes into the race, we're off. So here's Highlander.
Sato's still in the 37s after the stop.
Tyre pressures might not be correct.
So I'm looking at Highlander as well. He's locking that front brake a lot going into some of these corners, and I'm wondering if that
might be sacrificing that tyre for the greater good.
Yeah. You see Jetto lead now, Corvette. P51 Sim Sports factory backed Corvette. A solo entry. Haven't seen a Corvette run at the Daytona 24 in ANZCRL Combined Racing League since the inaugural event.
Yeah, we haven't really had a Corvette, which is actually quite surprising. I think that was Chucky who ran it was doing quite well.
Yeah, that's what I read in Woody's introductions during the week.
Yeah, with one of our resident
got second.
aliens.
But yeah, it's a quick car around here, that's for sure. He leads. See, Gear's starting to pull back in now. Maybe the timing's different depending on where they are on the track. Oh no, he definitely has. Yep. Yeah, found another half second somewhere.
Here we go. Let's have a look at Highlander as he catches up. There you go. He's got past J-Rod B there.
He's going to catch all three of them at the same. Probably on the oval.
I reckon he's going to get dabbled by the bus stop, and if he's lucky, he'll get the other two on the other side of the bus stop. Oh no, he's actually might get them. He actually might get them all before the bus stop.
I don't think he'll get the Corvette.
No.
But we'll watch this because this will get hairy.
Yeah, he'll definitely get dabbled.
See them.
We'll definitely get dabbled before.
He'll be lucky to get Gear.
Yeah, but the drafting will be fast now.
Don't send it, that's for sure.
No, he's not going to get Gear. So he'll get these two on the backside.
He has to slow down to their speed, yep.
So if we watch the speedo from
low.
Highlander.
Give him a flash of the lights. What a loud machine that is.
Yeah. 314, 316, 3... Not quite 318. Thought he would have got a bit faster than that.
Was running a higher line.
Yeah, if he would have dropped in the draft of the Corvette.
Gear's right on the back of Jetto now. 42.4, that's the fastest GT lap of the race at the moment. That's a 10th off the lap record.
So we've got 38 minutes remaining in this session.
He found 1.2 seconds on Jetto last lap.
I reckon Jetto's just running to a number here. I don't think he's pushing the car any harder than he needs to.
That was our strategy for Le Mans. Keep it safe.
Keep it simple.
That's
and
it.
Keep it out of the walls.
Yeah, so Gear was actually exactly half a tenth slower than the lap record on his last lap.
Let's see the next He's the next LMP car to catch the guys. And that's logical, and he's gonna. You can hear that Corvette. He's gonna catch him on the other side of the bus stop, so that's gonna be good for them and for him.
Yep.
There's Devil. So that's couldn't quite get past Devil before the bus stop. Definitely get past him now.
See, Devil had a bit of a wiggle, a bit of a...
There we go, Devil jumps in the drive to the LMP2 car. Ooh, I'm not sure.
Jetto's pulled some more.
I'm not sure if the logic was going to get to him before the first corner.
There's only about 30 k's an hour difference in top speed. It's just the LMP car accelerates a lot quicker, and he bails out. That's the smart move.
That's it. He's played it safe. We should get the Porsche by this hairpin, and we'll get the Corvette by the next one.
That's it.
He gives him the room down on the inside.
That's how it's done.
That's it.
I don't think he'll have the Corvette into the next one.
No,
either be the left hand or he'll have to wait.
Yeah, it might have to wait to the next coming onto the banking.
These cars are actually teammates, but in different classes. The P51 Sim Sports cars.
No, he's going to wait till he gets on the banking. He's not in a big rush by the look of it.
Oh, Jetto's carried a bit. Oh, maybe not.
That's right.
Looks like he was
pushing not too much.
Bit of understeer.
There we go. Teammates passing each other. So let's look at our third place car now. Woody Lizard, the lone Honda out here, is into third due to Sato's pit stop.
Pulled a gap on Metal Drive actually.
Sato's got his lap time down. He's 35.4, so it's taking him a couple of laps to get into it. So he's quicker than Highlander right now. This might have been a strategy for, he's probably going to get a penalty here because the little yellow triangle of death has just appeared. But yeah, so Woody, you'll be the next car to get past these leaders.
Yeah, just a little bit down the road.
That's it. It'll be a next lap for them.
16 seconds from Illogical Sports, but like we said, it's only session one. The time compression will bring them closer together.
Let's have a look at HUDs here.
Dato's driving the second in next session for that number 5 Bolting Motorsport Honda, and yeah, we see HUDs also doing a good job out there. He's running 44s in every lap, so
he's consistent. That's a key
session
thing.
one, mate. Like you said, the key to winning this race is playing it safe.
Metal Drive.
He gives him around the outside, brakes early.
I don't think Metal Drive was expecting to break that early. He's like, ah! Let's give him a bit of a scare. But he
made his intentions clear, go outside.
That's it. So Metal had a slow lap at last lap, 145.
From Metal Drive? Yeah, that is a slow one.
That is a very slow lap.
That would probably be where he lost all his time. He's 8 seconds slower than Woody than the last lap.
Yep. There's Woody just coming onto the banking right now.
Metal Drive's teaming up with Nürburger 79 this year.
Yep.
Nürburger did the race solo last year. Did he get 4th it was?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
No, I don't remember either.
Oh, actually it's... Oh, never mind. Only the race winners are there. I was like right here on my screen.
So Jetto's still leading GTE, and that Porsche is still at a second behind him. He can constantly see him. What about the third place Porsche? 1.8 seconds.
Fallen a bit further back,
That's
Devil,
it.
after showing some speed early on.
So he's probably just lost the draft now.
But they're all still in the 43s.
That's it. They're all being super consistent. Gear at the fastest
Both the Porsches 43 flat.
No,
and Devil picks up a penalty as well.
Yeah, they'll be coming out of the bus stop. Oh, Devil might be still within drafting range here.
It actually works from quite a long way back. It doesn't look that
I think it's about,
advantageous, but it does help.
Yeah, I think it's about 2 seconds, and then he's sort of out of the range. So he's not quite out of the range yet, but he's not too far away from losing it. So.
Oh, J-Rod B's had an incident last lap. He's dropped back a mountain of time.
Nah.
151.4.
I think he's just letting the LMP2 cars go past.
maybe, but they're all quite spread out, the LMP2 cars. He's made a mistake somewhere.
That's it. Car looks clean though.
51.
Mine just had a bit of a lose.
Yep, it's easy to spin out into the bus stop and turn one. So maybe
into most of
maybe
these corners, it's pretty easy to spin out.
Yeah. But going into some of these, like you're carrying so much speed going into turn one, the first part of it, and going into the bus stop. So, not too sure on their driver lineup at Notch Motorsport.
I think it's
I was under the
Lolux.
impression Lolux was doing both the middle sessions, but now I'm hearing he's doing the last two, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. You've been doing the
find
last
out.
two sessions, so Highlander still at the front leading, 35.026 last lap. He's flying around here.
Strange those Woody and Metal are, judging by their practice pace, are struggling to get that into the 36s at the moment, but like you said,
It might be a plan.
playing it safe might be the better option, yeah.
It might be just a plan that they're just doing. Maybe Highlander's going to go, oh, I'm just going to go for broke and just absolutely send it. So we're at least looking about 10 to 15 minutes before pit stops for the other LMP2 cars here.
If you're running to empty,
Yep, if you're running from full to empty, so you should see in the next 10 to 15 as which Highlander comes to the bus stop now. Number 3. Let's have a look at the Logical Sports now. He approaches the bus stop. Get up on that curb, hits that other curb, flicks it around, gets on the other curb.
all 4 curbs. That's the way to do it.
Nice and smooth
Keep
through
it
there.
tight in between them.
That's it. We also discovered a bit of history about the track here that I didn't realise that the actual bus stop was actually further down the racetrack compared to where it is now. And you can actually still find the old part of the bus stop that's still there on the infield. Just if you get there, you're just way off track. 35.1 for Highlander time. He's still consistent. Oh,
34.6 for Sado though.
Yeah, 34.6. Just seeing that. He's catching
We
up
start
forward
heading.
now.
The afternoon's starting to set here. The race start at 3 p.m. local time, and by the time this session is finished, will be 5 p.m.
So that's
where
this might cost. Yeah, it's cost Sado a bit. He makes a move around the outside of JRB. Oh, Logical's in pit lane. Oh, Devil's in pit lane.
Devil is in pit lane.
Okay, that's surprising. So they've gone. I reckon they've probably rolled the dice here, and they're going to do something completely different to what everyone else is.
Is that some marks on the car? Oh no, that's just the
And away he goes. So his fuel's done. He's out. So the first of the GT cars has pitted.
So might be trying to short fill.
He might be
jump them in the pits.
He might realise that they're not going to make it to the end here, so they're just going, well, this is the opportunity. We're going to maybe just do a short fill in that final session and run the car light in that session.
Yep.
Which, not a bad plan, actually.
And again, I'm not sure on their lineup either. I don't know if Devil's in it again or if Tim and Jax, formerly known as Muppet Gonzo, is getting into that car next.
Yep. 42.9 for Jetto.
Front two now. Still nose to tail as it looks like there's a
metal drive behind them by the look at it. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Number 11.
It's a nice looking car, that orange and black K-Max.
That's it.
Motorsport car. So we've had one pit stop from both of the classes so far.
Yeah, which feels a bit out of sync and a bit weird. So.
Well, if you run we'll talk about strategies. If you're gonna fill the tank up right before the end, and you know that
metal drive.
Oh, that's deep.
I don't think he was expecting the extra aero speed.
Yep. You don't want to be taking out the second place GTE car when he's that close to the race leader.
Gear gives him the track room.
He's not far enough up, I thought.
No,
yeah.
I think Gear was like, I'll just let him go and play it safe, but wasn't close enough. That doesn't hurt Gear too much. So metal drive might have a go here.
Still too far back for this next one.
Yeah, he's playing it
You need to
safe.
come up alongside
You have to be basically really close out of that
before they
kink.
turn in.
Yeah, so yeah, Metal's going to wait till he gets on the banking. So you're saying?
Yeah, the LMP2 cars. You're going to want a full
34.7.
tank at the end of. Yep, he's picked the pace up. At the end of the session, if you, the pit right before, if we agreed that's the conventional strategy, then your pit, if you get a 45 minutes out of your tank, the pit window opened at 15 minutes into the session, so
That's it. But then
Sato
yes,
timed it perfectly, coming out just in front of the GT cars, so he can spend more laps doing with a clear track.
That's it.
Yep. So we see, like, he did drop a bit of time early, but he might have.
Just I reckon
If he keeps
trying to
up
get
the second a lap quicker.
Yeah, I reckon just getting tyres into
bring that back. Because you'll either, if the other LMPs first stop, they'll either fill the tank the first time and then top it up at the end, or they'll top it up a bit now
Gears had
and then fill it at the end.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Gear had a slow lap then, that's because it's dealing with metal drive.
Yep.
But you can still see Jetto, so
Yeah, he's still right on him. J-Rod B back into the 43s now.
That's it. I want to go through
On
the
his
fuel,
last
but
lap.
I don't want to do that right now. So we'll wait. We'll just see how it plays out. Keep the mystery.
Yeah. Keep it a mystery. Yeah,
Let's-
Simo's saying his gear's getting close to beating his lap record. He is.
I
And
reckon
we've got
your
confirmation from Notch Motorsport. His Slow Lux will be running third and fourth.
I reckon
session.
potential Simo's lap record is going to get broken in this this weekend.
I feel like both of them are
Yeah.
already half a tenth off the GTE and
Illogical's in the
3/10 off the.
Illogical's in the 35s in that previous lap. 35.6. Highland
he's
at another 35.
been
but
doing
he's
late
super low.
35s, low 36s. As Woody's now into the low 36s,
That's it.
mid to lows. So he's found a bit more pace in
That's
that
it.
Honda.
So the fuel's coming out. I'd say the car's probably reaching the sweet spot right now.
I found in the Nissan, it was about 22 litres. It was a really nice spot for it.
I think that tends to be generally the perfect number for all these cars. When they get
And I
around
was
20
about to
litres.
say the Corvette as well.
Yeah, the Porsche is the exact same thing. When it gets around 20 litres, it's in its absolute perfect spot. It's just weird. It's just happy to sit there and just perfect, balanced. The weight is low and the car. Oh, Metal Drive's got a penalty too. Sato 34.6.
He's pulling anywhere between half a second to a second a lap in on Highlander at the moment. But now he's caught the front two GT cars.
Yeah, and we still up the road for him, so he's not going to catch him yet. He should be on him by the banking, so that's not going to hurt him.
Either he gets them into, he'll be around the bus stop, probably just after the bus stop, I reckon. Oh,
He'll be on the banking before the bus stop.
yeah, it'd be before.
Because he'll get the draft here and they'll help his speed.
He runs it high straight away, yeah.
Yeah, it makes his intentions nice and clear.
Oh, gears bouncing around in there.
That could be just the track itself.
Yeah.
Is he going to get past?
Yep.
Yes, he will. Jetto will just have to back out a little bit early.
Passes in.
Oh, Jetto's.
Jetto's missed the apex of the first one.
But-
Gears right on the back of him now as it heats up in the GT class.
Yeah.
Oh, but the gear had,
Yeah, Gears had to back out of it on the exit.
yeah.
So,
Otherwise,
status quo
Yeah.
continues.
this will be the story all race: Porsche versus Corvette.
America versus Germany.
That's it.
Hot dogs versus Brachensschlag.
Have you tried an American hot dog? Like, been to America and had a hot dog over there?
No. I do want to go to America. Not an American hot dog.
I'll tell you all an interesting fact, actually. I have been to this circuit in real life. Not while a race was on, unfortunately. When my parents did an America trip when I was 14.
What?
We couldn't line up any races, so we came to
using
the
it.
Daytona track and did a nice tour of all the facilities, and
What's
we
dead?
did a lap of the track on the apron in the courtesy in their bus. But
Take the charge.
if you want me to go dig out an old photo, let me know in the comments. If you want me to dig out an old 14-year-old Cirrus photo of him having a lie down on the banking of turn 2 of Daytona, I'll post it up in the group chat. But yeah, that road there is quite steep, and couldn't pay the bus driver enough money to get him to drive it up there, unfortunately. Although I think we would tip.
34.7 for Highlander, 36 flat for Logical.
35.5 for Sato that one, but he did overtake Jetto into the bus stop.
That's it.
Washed off a lot of time. Another 41 for Metal Drive. And Metal's also picked up. He would have been when he ran wide in turn 1, I think.
So I'm going to get in close.
Just over
Getting close
20
to
minutes
pit
to
stop
go now. Yep.
Oh, excuse me. That looks like that's charged up.
Sato's getting really close to the back of Metal Drive, actually. A couple of seconds away.
There's Sato. There he is, you can see him up the road now.
Yep. So that puts him a pit stop down on him, pretty much.
Well, if he passes him, yeah, then it's a free kick, basically. He's already passed Metal when he pits.
Yeah. A low 35 for a Logical Sports from the last lap, and a high 36 for Highlander.
I have to say they'd be traffic related. So a Logical spending its pace a bit more.
Like you said, they'll be coming onto their sweet spots right about now.
That's it. I reckon we're looking at
And
we'll start seeing, 5 minutes. We'll start seeing pit stops, I reckon. Now to 5 minutes, we should see. Are going to be the end of the window?
Yep.
There's Woody Lizard and the lone Honda.
The flames come out the back.
That's it. That's the other thing. It's the Honda. The exhaust comes out the top. The Nissan's, the exhaust comes out the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Didn't notice
so
that.
if you look at the Nissan, the Honda, when he goes around this corner, you should see the exhaust on the top there on the back deck lid. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
We go to a Nissan. Oh, here we go, Highlander.
It's coming into the pits.
That's it. 20 minutes
Probably
remaining.
use those white line there, but
That's all right.
anyway.
If you look in front of the rear wheel, there's the exhaust for the.
Is he going to put in a full tank now or later, do you reckon?
Don't know. He might just fill it and run it and just do whatever it is at the end of the session.
Yeah.
There's one of the Porsches now go past Highlander.
That would be Devil X because they couldn't hear the Corvette rumble.
You can hear the sound of freedom. Oh, and there goes
Yeah,
Logical.
there's a Logical Sports in for the P51 Sim Sports team. No, I think they were both Fords.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it will be a Fords. And Highlander's out, down and out, and he's rolling. Let's see, Woody pitting. They're all
Here
pitting now.
comes
Here
Devil
comes
X now.
No,
Yep.
Devil's going to run. So Woody's
Yep.
out.
But that was Devil on the track, yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised they've all gone
Lap
to
26.
90. Yeah.
Or lap 25, yep.
I thought they would have gone a little bit further, surprisingly.
Highlander comes out in the lead. Where's Sato? Here he comes. As he passes Metal Drive around the outside into turn 1. Will he beat a Logical Sports out of the pits?
Yeah, he already has.
Looks like he has.
So now he's only 8 seconds behind Highlander now, but he has a lot of car.
He does.
But will
And
he?
he's been lapping quickly before that as well.
So the question is Sato going to go to the end of the session with the fuel that he has? I'd say Metal's going to run his tank to empty and then fill it and then go. So we should see Metal pit in the next lap or two, I'd say. There's Woody.
Yep.
exit pit lane now. So they've all gained time up on Highlander now.
I think. Oh yeah, it was about 15 seconds for Illogical.
Woody's the only person who seems to have not really gained any time there at all. But Metal's still...
I don't think Illogical gained anything.
15 seconds.
But because there'd be some laps Illogical was faster, but most of the time Highlander was quicker. Be interesting to see if Sato can pull in that 8-second lead before the end of this session.
That's it. So we're waiting for this as the last LMP2 car to pit now.
Yep, I expect him to be in this lap.
No, I reckon there you go, you're right, here he comes. You got to get things slowed down for those cones there. So there goes the logical pass. Woody should... Well, Woody's wide far back actually, he should get him. He hits the marks.
Yeah, because he had like 16 seconds on him beforehand.
So fuel's going in.
Would you do tyres?
No.
In the 1 hour?
No.
For this class? No?
No.
Alrighty.
No. It's costing you too much time. Sato's closed up to 6 seconds now. There goes,
34.7 for
Sato.
Sato.
There goes Jetto in gear. That sounds like a Honda.
Ford.
No, that was a Honda.
Oh, no, it was a Honda. It was Woody. You did. You're right. He's going to pull a lot on Metal. He's still in the pits. But like you said, don't know if they what if they're putting early fuel, low fuel, or high fuel in this particular stop.
And this battle,
I expect to see them all in again. Yep.
I'm not
just like in real life.
I'm not expecting to see. I'm expecting maybe one person to pit again at the end of this session.
True.
I reckon some people are just going to carry the fuel load over.
I reckon maybe Devil has gone for track position for the next session. If he pitted at half an hour,
well, how far back
will start the...
He's potentially...
Unless he pits again, but I don't see why you would do
might
that.
jump him up. If the timing's accurate, he's only...
50 seconds.
Yeah, that's close enough to get in and out of pit lane. That's close enough to get in and out of pit lane. We'll see.
Because he did have a short stop, because he only put half a tank of fuel, and then gear stuffs up. Gone too deep, and that's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, he's going to literally slow it right up.
He had to wait for the Honda as well. Oh! Probably should have stayed up high then, but anyway, it is what it is.
So Jetto now gets a breather.
Yep. 2-second lead. It's going to keep climbing until turn 1.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if Gear gets a time slow down penalty here. Sato's 5 seconds now.
He is flying out there, Sato, in the F4H Motorsports car.
34.8. Previous laps are 36.7, so he's leaning Highlander.
Even Illogical in the 36s as well. Woody in the 38s. He did have to slow up for gear though.
That's it.
But yeah, back to Devil. He would have only put in half a tank of fuel because he pitted halfway through the race.
Well, he's 18 seconds behind Huds. Huds is... So that's nearly 20 seconds behind Rudd. Yeah, he's about a minute behind.
Yep, but it takes...
How did Gear not get a slowdown penalty is beyond me. And he's still only a second behind Jetto. That is one lucky roll of the dice there that he got away with. He's missed the bus.
Through the middle, he would have...
He's missed the bus.
But he came out well behind where he was.
He's still... you can still see him. I thought he would have been further.
Yeah, but he came out. He was right on his hammer going in. And he was nowhere near it coming out. But he has pulled a good lap this time.
Sato's getting closer. 35.
Oh, he is too.
He's 40 seconds, 13
Another
minutes
second
remaining.
that lap.
He's going to get the forward in the perfect part of this track here. We might be able to see Highlander in the background of the camera angle on the oval, but they're going to see it near up.
You would definitely be able to see him with his own eyes.
We might be able to see him with the camera into the bus stop. Let's see. You can hear him in the background.
Yep. The roaring Nissan V8.
There he is, just exiting the shot now at the bottom. There he goes.
Yep. He'll be feeling the pressure. But does he go for... You know, we say it's all about the end result, but, you know...
Drivers being drivers.
You want the bragging rights.
Yeah, that's it. You want the bragging rights. This is one thing I'm going to be interested in. That this might be... these guys are running a really particularly quick pace right now.
Yep.
Do you reckon... I've looked at previous streams. Basically, the race finishes 30 seconds before the drivers get near the start-finish line. Are these guys going to be...
The LMPs or the GTs?
No,
Because
LMPs.
we expect to do another lap in the GTs.
LMPs.
Yep.
So, like the race finishes and they're 30 seconds away from the thing. So they go past the line. It's over the hour mark, but, you know, it's 30 seconds before the race finishes. And then they get to the line. Or the race is finished and, you know, it's a 30-second window from what I looked at. That they might actually sneak in an extra lap in here.
Yeah, we'll see, because they all have to...
It depends if any of these guys pit again. If they pit, we won't be seeing an extra lap. If these should just go out hammer and tongs, we're at 35 laps now. The average for the GTE cars
Sato did
is...
another 34 last
The
lap.
average for the GTEs is 35 laps. I think the average for the LMP2s is 38.
Jetto has just set the fastest racing lap in the Daytona 24 hours.
42.3.
142.340, and he had to beat a 363.
And yet, Gears made a small mistake. He's dropped 2 seconds now.
Yep. Sorry, Simo.
But good thing is, Gear can still see Jetto, so that's a good thing.
If they pit the tank, if they pit at the end to fill the tank, Highlander will come out earlier because Sato will be empty.
Well, yeah, Highlander will be a short stop, where Sato's going to sit there for longer. But I got a sneaky suspicion Sato isn't going to do that. He's going to go to get the win in this session.
Sato's just set the lap record for LMP class of 34.2.
He is absolutely flying.
Both on the same lap. You can see it right here. They're both on there on the same lap. 50
Whatever
minutes
you can do,
into this session.
So, Sato hunting down his player, Highlander. He can see him. There he is. There's Highlander.
He's gone. He's made a little mistake.
Who?
Was that it? Or I thought Highlander looked like he was well wide of the apex. Should have just been the time they changed the camera.
That's it. So 2 seconds remaining.
10 minutes to go in this race.
Well, they're both catching the LMP GTE car now on the forwards. I believe that's HUD's.
Yep, the pin electron. Oh no, that'd be...
Oh, okay. That's weird from HUD's.
What's going on there? But that would be J-Rod B.
No, it is, but yeah, something weird.
Has he got fuel in it?
Yeah, he's got fuel.
Yep.
Just
Is he having a hardware issue, maybe?
maybe. Oh, J-Rod B in front of Sato. Sato does not want to see this.
Nah, that's the way of the race, though. But he'll come back. There'll be another time Highlander gets caught.
That's
which
it.
they would be catching the 17 seconds. Yeah, they'll be catching the next group very soon, but they'll be pitting soon.
Not yet. There's a logical in the background there.
Yeah, 5 more minutes. We expect some GT stops. HUD's is into the pits.
I wonder if he's got damage. Or maybe the tyres.
That could
maybe
be.
his tyres got that bad. He's just struggling that bad because he's locked up too many times here. So we'll see if he does.
I don't expect tyres to have been a problem.
Yeah, maybe. But
the 1 hour race.
But if you lock up a lot, they will become problems. So Devil has
That's
now
true.
jumped HUD's on the pit stop.
You hear the Honda of Woody Lizard drive past.
That's it. So let's see. Yep, he's getting tyres done now. So obviously, if I said a tyre issue, the car wasn't handling right. It's probably getting maybe a bit of repair done too.
That's alright though, the time compression will have him back on the lead lap.
That's it. So let's look at our leader now,
Yeah, the
Highlander.
Corvette, and he's now a lap down in the GT field.
That's it.
1.9 seconds separates. What's the gap in the Jetto? Done another 42.9. It's pulled it out to 3 seconds.
That's right.
1.5 now for the other two. Look at this.
Let's have a look at the man on the
Heating up
charge now.
at the end.
It's 7 minutes remaining. The fuel tanks on some of these GT cars are going to be getting very low. Hud's out of pit lane now. Devil's gained 1 position.
Devil's off strategy. That's going to be interesting to see in the second session. I don't know who's driving, if Muppet or he is.
Ooh, Shadow got really. That actually, I'm actually thinking about Devil's plan. That might actually be a good strategy, actually. If you think of it,
Then he'll pit halfway into the next session.
he'll pit half an hour
And
into
halfway.
next. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
and then
no,
an
he's
hour
still,
and a half.
yeah, he's still to pit 2 times
Yeah.
in the second session. It's interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at the end of the session. 6 minutes
It's got
remaining.
really good fuel mileage on that Porsche compared to the Corvette. The Corvette's probably the thirstiest. But the Porsche
No.
also has the biggest tank.
No, the Beam is the thirstiest, but it has the biggest tank
Well, I meant that, yeah, out on the field now.
on the field now.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, no BMW, Ferrari, or Aston Martin cars this year for
No.
the GT class.
Down to 1.3 seconds now. They're both trading 35 laps on
Tra-
round, but Sato's still
They
quicker.
are. Illogical still in this race. 17 seconds back. He's done a 36.2. You know, so he's not that far off.
5 minutes remaining. He's Woody Lizard.
I believe Weary Knight's in the car next, so that'll be interesting to see. See how it did a 34 flat in practice.
That's it. He's Metal
Oh,
Drive.
it's a busy track. You see Highlander's now stuck behind the Porsche. And like I said, what
we
goes
go.
one way comes back. He got held up this time, and it's brought Sato within half a second of him. He's going to have a run on him. Highlander staying up high.
Are we going to see a change to the lead here from the start, basically?
Yep, the 3 versus the 16. But they're catching up to the Corvette still.
Yeah, he's
And
still
the
away.
number 11.
That's it. He can get a better run out of the bus stop here. 5 minutes remaining. 3 minutes for potential for the fuel window to close. This session 1.
You could still pit afterwards.
Yes, but
However,
it won't
that's
record.
risky.
It doesn't get recorded. Oh, Sato goes down
Sato's
to-
coming in.
No, he's not. He's gone down to the 8. Oh, he is.
Yes,
coming
he
down.
is. That double yellow line is the track limit. The
He's,
Sato's in,
so he's 2 stopped it now.
as I expected.
But he's gone too early. If you're going to go to that thing, it would have gone an extra lap.
Well, that's what I said before. When he first pitted, it seemed slightly too early.
Yeah, so that gives Highlander a free kick now. Highlander will be, switching bullets.
Yeah, on the flip side, could he have been holding Highlander, start to hold him up as well, and then be quicker for him to stop now rather than try and overtake him on track?
That's it. He's going, well, I'll take my pit stop now and see if Highlander pits at the end of the session, or if he doesn't, I'll have more fuel in the next session and I'll just blast past him when he pits. Well, if you think about it, he's going to get the pit stop now. He's going to have time compression.
Yeah.
So here we go. Highlander's got the draft from Metal Drive. So I think it's time to get our piece of paper ready.
Yep.
Because we're getting close.
I'm expecting some GT cars come in right before the 2-minute mark as well.
I'm
We
expecting.
can't do 1 hour in this Corvette, unfortunately.
I reckon we will see these 2 guys pit this lap. I
At the
reckon.
same time. Yeah, I think it'll be this lap.
Let's just see if they both pit. And that's true. Then we'll see him all pit this time. Whoa!
No. No, no, no.
Yes, he's no.
No.
Is he there? No.
This ain't good.
Gears hit pit lane right now.
No. No, no, no. I sound like Phil Gould. This is unbelievable.
Okay.
Surely not twice. He's gone.
No.
He's gone. You're kidding.
He's only he's discounted right at the end, so he's done a lot of laps. What lap would they been on? If we go to if we use gear,
You gotta go to gears.
gears lap 33.
It's on lap 32.
That's 33.
Oh, it's true.
All right,
Yep.
so you get your pen and paper ready.
Hang on 1 second. 16. Woody is 5, 11.
So the time compression will still help you guys out. It's not a big drama.
Yep. No.
That's
Yeah.
all right. So here we
Got
go.
a bit of work to do.
That's
J
it.
Rod B's also in the pits.
That's right. So here we go.
Right, I've got the LMP cards ready.
All right. So we're at the fuel mark now. Highlander
44.
44.2. Oh, Sato 71.6.
Yep.
Illogical 74.5.
Yep.
Woody Lizard 45.4.
Yep.
Metal Drive 50.4.
Yep.
Gear 3 Gaming 94.4.
Yep.
Devil 50.8.
Yep.
J-Rod B 87.5.
Yep.
And HUDs would be 78.6.
78.
And Jetta would have been in pit lane, probably minus 1 litre.
We got to speak to the organisers about that.
Because
We
gear,
didn't have anything in the regs about that.
yeah, well, gear's on the way out.
What was HUD's one again?
78.
78. Yeah.
78
It wouldn't have changed.
Not,
Yeah.
or maybe a bit by 0.2, but yeah, 78.2.
Yeah.
So a disconnect right there and there. It's a bit, but it's not the worst thing. It's right at the end, not at the start session, so you're not going to lose too much time. You might
Yep.
only be like a minute down behind. So it's not so bad. So Devil's
Yep.
plan. Let's have a look. Where is he? He's 10 seconds behind gear. So that really hasn't.
Oh no, it doesn't really worked out.
Yeah, but the only thing is it'll be. But now we've.
Devil did.
Yeah. So we got 15 seconds to go. Highland's just come out of the bus stop. Is he going to snag another extra lap here? The answer is going to be no. So here we go. And that is the end of the session now as Highlanders come to the line here. And
Highlander takes it out for session 1.
That's it. Sato. 50 seconds. He's only just getting onto the banking. Jesus, that's a long one. I didn't realize that sometimes far back 50 seconds is.
But now, Sato will close up a lot of that time.
And he'll have more
and
fuel.
his Highlander's on less. Yeah, that's it. Logical's also is on a full tank. Oh, I'm gutted, mate. Where's Gear?
Gear's coming onto the banking now.
Is he finished yet, though, or?
No, he
I
wouldn't
don't
be.
think so.
No.
No, still going hard.
So here comes Sato, come to the line.
In second,
Sato
good
comes
race
on
from
second.
HUD's there.
That's J-Rod B in the background. Where's the Logical? Here comes the Logical.
Yep.
Logical's actually not too far behind Sato, actually.
That's what I mean. They'll all be there.
Here comes Woody. And Woody's only 8 seconds away.
He's quick. Yep.
Metal Drive, I think, has finished, I believe. So here comes Gear 3 Gaming.
Where's the next car? Where's Devil?
No, he's 12 seconds behind. He's at the...
Would he have finished?
No, because Highlander's just gone
Are you
past
sure?
there. Yeah, he was ahead of Highlander.
Yeah, but Highlander shouldn't have overtaken the racing car. But
yeah, exactly. He should have
anyway.
just backed off.
Unless it's an automatic.
Oh, the car. No, then the car wouldn't be.
Yeah.
So Gear
Cool
3
down.
Gaming takes the win for the GT in session 1 here. With Devil,
Yep,
here he comes.
the second Porsche. Jetto, he done everything right.
And that's
He was
everyone done.
leading, disconnected. There it is.
As he was coming to pit lane too, so
Yeah.
so he would have finished.
And you know what? He still holds the lap record, even though you can't see it on this results. But man, there were some fast times out there today.
Yeah. So Highlander takes session 1 over Sato. Logical Sports comes home in 3rd. Woody Lizard comes home in 4th. Metal Drive 05 brings out the 5th for all the LMP2s. GTE, a bit of drama right at the end. Gear 3 Gaming snags a win due to a disconnect with 2 minutes remaining for Jetto. Devil comes home in 2nd, so it's a Porsche 1-2 right now. J-Rud, B, and HUDs round out the final field of 8th and 9th. So that is it for session 1. We'll be having a break. And
I believe 7:15.
Yep.
We'll be on again. 7 to 7:15.
7:15,
Session
7:30, something around like that. So
Eastern Daylight Time.
that's it. So until next time later tonight, I've been Dark Racing 40.
Commander Sirius 53.
We'll catch you guys
Good
next
night.
time. Bye. I think the answer, if you